program Salone Star Parade right on the station Slbc. The name is King Millan. Of course, I'm right here in America. This program is talking about, or rather, showcasing talent in the country, you know, whether you're in Sierra Leone or out of Sierra Leone as well. I posted about 2 weeks ago a young lady who has done a lot, you know, in terms of talent, you know, exposing her talent in whatever way, in terms of singing, playing instruments as well. But there's something she did which definitely took her to the limelight. She wrote a letter to the President of America advocating for a Child's Day to be celebrated in America. And of course, the American President Barack Obama definitely replied her. And as I'm talking right now, there's a celebration in this country called Child's Day. She's the brain behind that one. I'm talking about no other person but a young Sierra Leonean born 16 years old, Janet B.Lagah Bona. It's the staff for this week on Salone Star Parade. Welcome to the program, Janet.
Thank you. It's really awesome to be here, to be in this awesome space to share my experiences.
Yeah, this program is called Salone Star Parade. And Salone Star Parade is showcasing talent, you know. You're one of the youngest stars so far in this program because most of the guys, or ladies I've been interviewing are over 20, 25, 30 years. And you're 16 years old. How do you feel?
I feel honored that you've definitely chosen me to be on this show, to definitely advocate for your platform, of your talent. I'm really honored. And again, I'm really happy. I
posted something you did, and people were like, wow, I want to see this lady, I want to see this young girl. And mostly the program is about showcasing yourself. You're going to say something a little bit from your childhood days to the moment you're right now. I know you have a lot to do because you're 16 years old. Are you guys set for that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And I've got a template. We need to play something, you know, that you've done. I know you can sing, you can play the keyboard, and of course your music contest as well, some other pageantry that you've done. We need people to see them.
Okay.
And I made to understand you also have an organization. Is that so?
Yes, I do.
What is the name of the organization?
My foundation is Children Empowerment, and the motto is together we can make a difference towards hunger, poverty, and education for children.
Well, there'll be a time we're definitely going to explain to us about that foundation. Huh? Yeah. But in the meantime, right now, let's go just go with the intro. Some few things that you've done, and then we'll come back. Well, her real name is Janet Bindu. I like the Bindu. Janet B.Lagah Bona, and she's the staff for this week on Salone Star Parade. In the meantime, right now, let's just watch a few things that she has done so far, and I'll journey back.
Hello, my name is Janet B.Lagah Bona, and I'm the founder and the CEO of Children Empowerment Foundation. And the motto is, together we can make a difference towards hunger, poverty, and education.
forget the program Salone Star Parade right on the station Slbc. And of course, my name is King Millan, and I'm right here in America, Virginia, to be precise. And of course, I'm talking to the star for this week, a young 16-year-old Sierra Leonean born Janet B.Lagah Bona, who wrote a letter to the American President Barack Obama advocating for Child's Day to be celebrated in America. And as I'm talking right now, it's a proud day they're celebrating right now. Welcome into the program, Janet.
Thank you.
Now, let's start business proper. You know, who is this Janet? Young as you are, who are you? Where were you born?
I was born May 27th, 1999 in, I believe, Fairfax, Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And you grew up in Fairfax as well, in Virginia. And you got some talent in you, you know, like you can sing, and of course you do pageantry as well.
Yeah.
Which one is the best one, by the way? Which one did you come up, or rather, and notice first when you were coming up?
It would definitely have to be singing, because I've been singing ever since the age of 4.
Wow.
Like I would record all my, all the best movies that I was growing up with as a kid, and I'd sing all the songs. I may not know every word, but I definitely know the melodies and all
Which
that
movies?
stuff.
Which movies were you watching?
I know there was various Disney movies, a lot of Disney movies, and I remember especially the one where it was a rendition off the story of Cinderella, when you had Brandy as Cinderella and Whitney Houston as the fairy godmother. And there was like this little scene, it was like the song, Impossible.
Wow.
And I was just like...
What about the Hannah Montana and all?
Hannah Montana definitely wasn't quite, because I was like a little bit older, like around 9, 10.
Okay.
So Hannah Montana didn't necessarily suit me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who was your role model?
Role models. Wow. I can't pick one person out.
Why?
Because I definitely am an open-minded person, and I take experiences from many different beliefs and different aspects that I come across in daily life. So I definitely take one here, a little there. I like what he did, I like what she did.
Wow.
And they just really create my character, so yes.
I like that. Nice. But in whatever way, you must have got somebody that say, well, this is somebody I want to be like, you know. So you just decided to get a little bit of talent from all those big stars you're talking about?
Yeah.
Wow. And how did you, I know you're staying with your mom.
Yes.
How did you feel when you coming up, singing around, causing a lot of noise around the kitchen or whatever? Was she not kind of a hard person?
No, she wasn't hard at all. She always told me that, I've always wanted to sing when I was growing up. So instead of, being forceful or something like that, she would say, like, I really want to let that talent grow. But let's not get it twisted. She'd be like, Janet, get out of the shower.
Okay. Oh, you still long in the shower?
Too much. Yes, I'll be like, she would say, like, Janet, get out of the shower, I need to go out, so something like that, yeah.
And one thing again I want people to know that you were born in America here,
yes.
And you've never been to Sierra Leone.
No.
And but you don't speak the Creole as well. But you hear?
Yeah, I hear it nicely.
But you don't speak the Creole.
Yes.
Because I meant to understand, though you were born here in America, you can recite or rather sing the national anthem of Sierra Leone as well.
Yes.
So, first of all, you're going to do that, but first of all, how did you come about, be able to learn the national anthem of Sierra Leone?
I know there were several events and that they needed me to perform it. But before then, my mother was like, here's the Sierra Leone national anthem. And I was like, okay, I will sing it. And I sang it. And the more I sang it, the more I fell in love with the lyrics, and the more it became my business whenever I sang it. So it was more than just like singing it on some occasion or for a party or for an event. Whenever I sang it with all sincerity, all my heart.
So when did you start singing the national anthem?
Ooh.
At what age?
It's been, maybe 2009. I've learned it around 2009. So I was probably...
Because I meant to understand that you start singing in front of a crowd when you were like 5 years old.
Yes. I've sang at weddings and stuff.
There are some people like 30, 20, 30 years old can't stand in front of a crowd. As a 5 years old kid at that time, how was it like?
I was really bold as a kid. I just step out there, just walk and prance. Very much. Yeah, I was really bold. I was not afraid at all.
Do you remember the first time you were in front of a crowd?
In front of a crowd?
At that age, I don't know.
At that...
Do you remember?
I mean, there were many moments, but the one that I would never forget was when they were doing a curtain call at the Tacoma Park Theater. And when I went there, you know, that's when you had the auditorium, that's when everybody was purposely looking at you, no side conversations. I remember that the most because I remember walking on stage and I said, here's the song I'm gonna sing, and I performed up and down until I got tired and danced my way through. So.
Well, now for people to believe that you can definitely sing or recite the national anthem, I want you to do that right now. Because
right
yeah, I want you to do that, you know. Yeah, just give the national anthem. There are some people in Sierra Leone who doesn't even know the national anthem. What, you say, God?
Yes, hey, God.
Say something right now.
Okay. I will exalt thee, realm of the free. Great is the love we have for thee. Firmly united, ever we stand, singing thy praise, O native land. We raise up our hearts and our voices on high. The hills and the valleys re-echo our cry. Blessing and peace be ever thine own, land that we love, our Sierra Leone.
Yes, indeed, yes. Let me just clap for you now. Beautiful, beautiful. It's a pleasure. Land that we love. You remember that last line? Land that we love. A beautiful land called
Sierra Leone.
Do you love Sierra Leone?
I believe I do. I do.
You do love Sierra Leone?
Yes.
And do you wish to go there?
Yes.
And you've heard about the country as well?
Yes.
What have you heard about Sierra Leone that definitely giving you the urge to go there?
I've heard they have amazing beaches. I've heard the minerals that they contain.
Minerals?
Yes.
Wow.
Like, for example, like bauxite, they're well known for diamond in the Kono district, I believe.
Yeah.
And in general, I know about the tribes, of course, like, just to name a few. I don't want to put anyone out there, but you know, my mother is Mende, and I believe my father is Mende too. And so, and my grandpa came from the Moyamba district, and my grandmother came from the Kailon district. And then you have Palaka, Pujon,
so in other words, have you read a lot about Sierra Leonean history?
Yeah, I've learned a lot through the various events that I went to, you know, through visuals and PowerPoints. That's one of the great ways I learn. Not necessarily through reading per se, but through visual, through looking at things and hearing about things, you know, that I absorb.
And you're waiting to go there?
Yes.
Is there any time for you to go there, any time frame? You're waiting after you finish school or at any time?
Honestly, if they were to say, let's go right now,
you're ready?
I'm going right now. No problem.
I love that. Now let's come to your talent. You know, at the age, a very tender age, you started competing in pageantry.
Yes.
Yeah, you've won the Miss Virginia, Miss Alexandra. Now tell me, what brought you to that?
It actually started with the Junior Miss Sierra Leone in DC pageant system, and I was around 8. And Mom was like, "Oh, come and join this competition." I was like, "Me? I don't think I'm a pageant girl." You know, at that time, you know, I was performing places. I'm like, I don't think I'm the pageant type. And then I gave myself a couple of minutes. I was like, "Mom, I want to do this pageant." You know,
you came up with it.
Yeah, I was like, I think I will do this. You know, and that was my very first pageant, and I was the youngest one of the batch.
Wow.
The time of the competition, it was already June. I already turned 9 years old. I was still the youngest, and I won.
Wow.
From 8 to 13, I was the youngest.
What did you come up with that caused you to win that competition?
I believe I gave so much face. I was like, you know what I mean?
Oh, God, the poses, yeah.
Yes, and I also did a lot of research at the time about I was representing Kailon.
Okay.
So I did a lot of research with my mom about, you know, the things that they grew there, cacao, coffee, all those their well-known products, and one of their leaders, Chief Kailundo. Like, I learned a lot for my introduction, and I sang and stuff like that.
So that's what caused you to win?
I believe so. I think I.
And since then, you've been winning more pageantry stuff. Tell me some of them that you've won.
I've won. Yes, I've won Miss Virginia 2010. Again, I was one of the youngest age groups from 10 to 12. I was 10, and I won. I was the shortest.
Wow.
A lot of things that could have said no.
Wow.
But I did it. And previously, I was Miss Alexandria. I was City Queen, 2009.
Okay.
I've won actress competitions, or I've placed in talent competitions in my pageants and whatnot. I'm really happy to say that I've won.
You said something that there are a lot of things that you're not supposed to win those stuff. What do you think a lady is supposed to possess to win Miss Queen or Miss Virginia or America or whatever?
I believe just being yourself is number one, and also there are certain things like beauty in general, like in the pageant world, the common look is, the pale skin, the blue eyes, the blonde hair, and I'm none of that. So just that is just like already like, is she gonna win? Or like I'm short, or my dress wasn't the perfect color or anything like that. But in the midst of all that, I was like, no, I'm just gonna be me, and I'm gonna be bold, and I'm gonna be bright, and those are the things that really make you overcome those odds.
You've won a lot of trophies, of course, a lot of certificates. You're laughing right now because I went to your place and I saw a lot of trophies.
We still got them to pack.
That's what he said. There are some at the basement or whatever, at the back somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. Tell me, how many altogether do you remember you've won so far?
I don't even. I'm gonna be safe. More than 12.
And are you still yearning to get more?